Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Ms. Krithiga. Ms. Krithiga Srinivasan is Director of Operations at Jet Aerospace for Delhi, Kerala, Tamilnadu and Center Head, Innovation Center, Drone Technology Park, IIT Delhi Sonipat Campus. Having professional experience of around a decade in aerospace and UAV field, she was associated as Nodal Center Coordinator at ISRO IIRS Outreach Programme, Drone Trade Examiner, TGT, Ministry of Skill Development, as well as Technical Director, APJ Abdulkalam Research Foundation, India. Coming with Masters in Aeronautical Engineering, Ms. Krithiga is PhD in Aerospace Engineering Drone. She has many achievements and skills, including mentoring 3,000 students for more than 300 working under her guidance for Mars mission. Today, we are honored to have Ms. Krithiga as our guest speaker, and she will talk on drone intelligence systems. So let's welcome Ms. Krithiga.
Thank you for the kind welcome that you have given. So I'm first sharing what are all advancements and intelligent systems that is there in the field. And finally, I'll share why we need to understand these intelligent systems. So I'm just sharing my screen. Okay. So first of all, we have to understand that drone itself is an intelligent system. So a drone is an autonomous unmanned aerial vehicle. So it behaves intelligently. It can be used for many advanced applications as well. So the first intelligent system or the intelligent operation that a drone or UAV can do that I would like to highlight is the stealth technology. Any unmanned aerial vehicle can actually fly without human beings inside them, and they are controlled from ground. We all are aware about it. But the stealth technology means that there are certain UAVs and drones that cannot be detected. So it can be used for multiple defense-based applications. Therefore, this technology is very important. So we generally develop stealth technology in two ways. So we modify the design of any UAV or aircraft such that the entire detection of any aircraft or UAV is based on the radar technology. So radar technology emits radio waves. So we modify the design in such a way that these radio waves are deviated. It is not being properly sent back to radar so that the exact position of any UAV or aircraft is detected. So apart from modifying the design, we can also modify the material. So as we were already talking about nanomaterials during our interactive sessions, nanomaterial is one example. So we have many other materials that can absorb light, absorb sound. So similarly, there are materials that can absorb these radio waves as well. So those materials can be utilized in development of these stealth UAVs and drones for implementing stealth technology in UAVs. So apart from the radar stealth, we also have infrared stealth, which means or the UAV cannot be detected by any infrared radiation detectors. So we do have visual stealth technology where our UAV or drone cannot be detected with the help of just maintaining a distance from the radar's detecting capability. So apart from visual stealth, we also have acoustic stealth technology. So a UAV cannot be detected by the sound that it is emitting. So that is also a stealth technology we have for the UAV and drones. So there are multiple ways for developing this stealth technologies which I listed. But since I understand that participants are from various backgrounds, I'm just limiting myself for telling you what is this stealth technology. So apart from these stealth technology, we have certain intelligent modes in which these drones and UAVs can work. So some of them are listed here. So first is follow me mode. Next, I have course lock, waypoints, home lock, and point of interest. So first, in terms of point of interest, if you have any target, if you have any particular object that you wish to focus and take a video or photo of that object, we can do it with our drone and UAV autonomously. So even without a pilot's control, the drone can revolve around a particular body so that we can perform multiple tasks. So generally this point of interest is used by photographic drones for inspections and for any aerial photography purpose. So it is simply a drone flying away from the target in a circular motion at the designated altitude and focusing on the object visually. So that is the whole point of this point of interest mode. And then why we have this point of interest mode is because if any pilot is doing this manually, he might not get the exact path for piloting correctly. So therefore that changes the visuals and views that he gets as a result of this problem in the piloting. So therefore point of interest is an autonomous mode that helps in terms of aerially mapping or let's say aerially viewing any object. So the next intelligent mode that we have is active track follow me. So it means you can track any particular target. So it can be a person, it can be a vehicle, a drone can follow that target. That is this follow me. Autonomously, the drone can follow. So we have normal follow me, where if the object is carrying the transmitter or the remote control, which we use for the drone, then the drone will follow that object. Otherwise, the drone will be just having the imaging system which focuses the target, and therefore the drone follows that object. So you can do it either ways. Normal follow me are good for heavier drones, and active track follow me is available in small drones like nano drones. And then we have a feature in our drones and UAVs called home lock, where home lock means if your drone is just flying away from you, when this mode is enabled in your drone, if you just use certain control in your transmitter, the drone will automatically come back to the home point location. Home point is the takeoff point. So if a person is flying, if he couldn't locate a drone, then he can use this home lock mode for bringing the drone back. As well as we have course lock. So that is also an intelligent feature the drone is having, which is nothing but your drone's direction is locked. So however your drone is changing its face, the direction of control will never change. The forward motion of the drone remains in forward direction, backward motion remains in backward direction. So this is the course lock mode that we have in some of the drones. So it helps in flying the drones effectively, and it helps us in preventing the crashes of these drones. And also we have waypoint mode, where waypoint means we just autonomously let the drone fly through certain locations and to reach the destination. So the location points are waypoints. So we just map an entire area with the help of waypoints for enabling this autopiloting of drones. So that is also an intelligent mode that we have in our drones. So apart from these intelligent drone modes, we also have certain advanced, let's say, smart modes in our drone. So one such smart mode is this return to home. So whenever your drone is flying in air, if at all your drone's battery level gets very low, the drone will automatically come back to the takeoff point. So that is one of the intelligent feature that we have. The second thing, apart from battery, if the communication between the transmitter and the receiver of the drone is very weak, then the drone will automatically come back. So these are certain smart modes available in our drone to prevent them from getting missed during our pilot flying. And apart from return to home, we have gesture mode, where certain drones can be controlled using hand gestures instead of using transmitter control. So this hand gesture can be done in two ways. So we can use a normal hand with the help of infrared and some of the other technology based scanning, with which you can just control the drone with your bare hand without any controller or any joystick. But there is another category of gesture controlling where you have to wear a gloves. So if I wear the gloves, the hand on which the gloves is placed, that hand becomes the controller. So the gloves will detect the movement of that hand, and drone will just act as per the movement of that gloves. So this is the gesture control that we can implement over the drones. And we have collision avoidance. So whenever a drone is flying, if at all the drone faces any obstacle on its way during its flight, so it will not get hit by the obstacle, it will not damage itself, Instead, it will resist that movement, even if it is commanded to go forward. So that there are certain sensors which is installed on the drone, which makes this collision avoidance possible. And there are LiDAR systems, so light based detection and ranging. So this laser light based system helps you to map an entire region and to understand the region without any physical contact with that region. So we just scan it, we understand its entire parameters using the help of LiDAR. There are also certain LiDAR sensors which is used for this collision avoidance as well. And we do have FPV systems. So for since the UAV is an unmanned aerial vehicle, nobody is inside these drones. We have these supporting systems that helps us to see the camera view of the drone in ground wirelessly. So FPV is one such system which allows you to see the view of the camera such a way that you are flying inside the drone. So even though we are being in ground, we can get the experience of that cockpit view from ground with the help of these FPV systems. So FPV stands for first person view. And then we have certain devices called telemetry systems. So these telemetry systems are used for transmitting the drone data to ground. So it can be your handheld transmitter or it can be your ground control station. So whatever the ground control we have, the telemetry system can transmit the data of the drone wirelessly to ground with the help of these systems. And then there are certain technology being developed as drone radar, where the radar particularly designed for understanding and finding out this UAVs and drones. So this technology is also being developed currently. And optical communications, which is nothing but for letting the drone go to any destination. For transmitting certain commands, we can use optical communication with drones so that it is better and it cannot be jammed as well. And there are counter UAV system, where if it is a defensive area or if it is a very high security area, to prevent any drone that is coming inside that area, we can use such counter UAV systems, or it is also called as anti-drone system. So any illegal drones cannot enter this region. So this technology will just jam the drone's communication as well as navigation system. Drone landing system. So this precision landing system helps the drone to identify the exact landing spot automatically, and with the help of certain imaging devices and sensors, and it can come and land on that particular area, designated area automatically. And GPRS. So this is similar to your LiDAR, where the radar, this is a radar based technology where the radar waves are very strong. So GPRS helps in finding out any sediments or any samples that is present underground. So the radar waves are so strong that it can penetrate through ground and it can identify the parameters that we are looking for. And then we do have ground control station for UAVs like satellites. But this ground control station is the entire control for the UAVs and drone, as well as it is for getting the data transmitted back to ground from UAV. So now the technology that we are into and India is trying to develop is a transportable ground control station, which most of the startups are successful as well. So where you can make a small ground control station which is easy to carry. So there are even ground control stations which looks like a tablet, which looks like a laptop, that can be used for controlling your UAVs. So drone swarm technology, we might have seen this swarm technology in most of the places. Like using drone swarm technology, they do light shows, like hundreds and thousands of drones together will work together and make some formations in sky, making face of a person, creating a QR code or writing something up on the sky. So all this is like multiple drones working together for accomplishing a particular mission. So this can also be used for defense based applications. So there are drone jamming technology where, as I already told you, in terms of anti-drone technology, if any illegal drones are entering, we can jam its communication system as well as navigation system so that the drone is not entering inside that particular area. So these are the technical aspects of the intelligence system that I'm sharing. It is really important from our company that we feel before going for any advancement, before talking about self-reliance, we need to upskill ourselves. as we were talking already. So we have a separate skill development team working for this skill development in various colleges, universities, even for certain corporates. We are providing this training. So as before going for such startups or creating any technology, we should understand what is the technology, and it is really important to have full knowledge about the technology. So that's why I'm just sharing some of the knowledge that I have on drone technology. So whoever is attending can utilize it. Maybe if it is correlating with their industry or their scope of work, they can like contact us or approach us for any sort of support. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Ms. Krithiga, for sharing the information about drone intelligence systems. We request our delegates and viewers to stay connected with us on our social media handles. OEM update is also available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also download our app from Google Play and App Store. With this, we want to announce the closing of today's session. I request you to stay tuned for more such sessions. Thank you and good night.